So cheers.
Cheers.
Man.
The Mahoning Valley gets a visit from the U.S. Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. We take a look at a story inside the mid-October issue of the Business Journal, and we get the weekend started with a new video from the Mahoning Valley Flight Crew. This is the Daily Buzz. Hello everyone, welcome to the Daily Buzz. I'm Maggie Young and it is Friday, and I know we're all eager to get the weekend started and maybe even enjoy a beer recommended by the Mahoning Valley Flight Crew. We'll save that for later. For now, let's get into today's news. On Thursday, U.S. Secretary of Housing and Urban Development Ben Carson made a visit to the Valley to tour the Rockford Village and Vision Center, touting the center's education and workforce efforts.
And this helps to really fill the gap. It makes a huge difference because, you know, if a child gets 3 months or 6 months or even a year behind, it has a dramatic impact on the rest of their lives. And I think that's something that some people don't understand.
During a press conference, he also discussed the national eviction moratorium issued by the CDC in September, set to expire on December 31st.
We've been working with the various servicers, lenders, and landlords in terms of forbearance, fully understanding that they can't forbear forever because they have to survive as well. And that is really going to require some action on behalf of the federal government. And that means that the Democrats and the Republicans are going to have to stop arguing with each other and to recognize that we need to do something for the people.
You can see more of Carson's visit and read more in Jeremy Leidick's stories at businessjournaldaily.com. Also on our website today is a story from the mid-October issue of the Business Journal, out now. Auto dealers prepare for bigger electric future. Reporter Josh Madore takes a look at the electric vehicle market as automakers begin to offer full-size SUVs and pickup trucks. Locally, Lordstown Motors Corp's Endurance pickup truck is set to hit the market next year, and General Motors will start taking pre-orders for the new electric Hummer later this month, while the Cadillac Lyriq, powered by Ultium batteries, will be available in 2022. You can read more about the electric vehicle industry in the e-edition of the mid-October issue of the Business Journal, available at businessjournaldaily.com. Now that a tentative agreement has been reached between Youngstown State University and its faculty union, the new contract will be sent to the YSU Board of Trustees and the YSU chapter of the Ohio Education Association for ratification. Votes are expected to occur over the next several days. Check back to businessjournaldaily.com for all the latest. The John S. and Doris M. Andrews Memorial Fund is donating $25,000 to the Robinson Shuba Statue Project. The statue, commemorating the 1946 handshake at home plate between Jackie Robinson and George Shuba, will be placed in Wien Park between the Covelli Center and the Youngstown Foundation Amphitheater. The donation from the Andrews Memorial Fund tips fundraising for the project over the halfway mark of its $400,000 goal. Okay, so now we've made it to the end and it's time to treat ourselves and get the weekend started. And we're going to do that with a new video from the Mahoning Valley Flight Crew that you can find at afterhoursyoungstown.com. Hey! This time the crew visits the Magic Tree Pub and Eatery in Boardman, whose mantra is support local. Here's a clip.
Hey, this is Brian with the Flight Crew. Tonight I chose the Flamingo Dreams on Nitro. And I found the fruit, tart, and fluffiness of this beer extremely phenomenal tonight. It just really stood out to me. We're here to talk to John Rudy here. Everybody knows him as Rudy. What do you think about that beer?
You know, it's good. It's refreshing. You know, left hand, usually everybody thinks of the left hand milk stout. You know, it's the heavier, darker beer. But this year it still has that same creaminess. It's a little bit lighter, a little bit fresh. It has the black currant in here. It's definitely a little twist to their normal beers, but it's definitely a good beer.
You've always been known for always bringing in some great beers. Your food's fantastic. You're always locally sourcing things.
Yes.
Everything's about craft.
Yes.
Craft food, craft beers, and like that, you know.
Yeah, you know, we're foodies here. We're foodies and we like our beer. So, you know, you can feel the love that we put into our food and, you know, the love that we put into the beers and that we present them. and different things. It's a different world with the craft beer right now, so we try to get as many varietals with the 41 craft beers on tap. Always having local beers on tap.
You can check out the full video and get some craft beer recommendations from the Flight Crew by going to AfterHoursYoungstown.com and clicking on the Flight Crew tab. And that's going to do it for today's Daily Buzz. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave us a comment. As always, the links to all the stories we talked about are in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Maggie Young.
We're celebrating with Clown Shoes Brunch Exorcism. It's a bourbon barrel stout. I'm a hophead normally, but when I switch off of being the IPA guy, I love the bourbon barrels.
You know, the stout's not too heavy, but you definitely get the Irish whiskey flavor. You definitely get the maple flavor into it. It's very light, and like I said, being 10.2%,
Yeah.
you definitely can feel it when you drink it.
It's a good late August beer.
Actually, beer's good anytime.
717 Credit Union is paying it forward because we care about our business community. We are offering 6 months of free ACH and domestic wire services through small business payments when you open a free e-business checking account. 717 Credit Union. We are here for your business.